that screen. All my people walking in every direction, hoping to be seen. All my people wanting their reaction, doing crazy, crazy things. All my people in every combination, we make the whole wide world sing.
Hey, make the world sing, make the world clap. Everybody need to realize the world bad. Staring at a screen, reading perverse facts. Trying to make it make sense brings a sure tax. We obligated to follow drama and start complaining, hoping and praying your little comment will make you famous. It's hard to taste when you're hungry for all the wrong for hatred. You lost your faith, now you're on your way down the darkest pavement.
All my people looking for connection, staring at that screen.
Make the world sing, make the world clap.
All my people walking in every direction, hoping to be seen.
We so obligated, we so obligated.
All my people wanting their reaction, doing crazy, crazy things.
All my people need to realize the world bad.
All my people in every combination, we make the whole wide world sing.
Make the world sing, make the world clap.
All my people,
Make the world sing, make the world clap. All my people need to realize the world bad.
all my people,
Staring at the screen, reading perverse facts. Trying to make it make sense brings a sure tax.
all my people,
All my people, all my people, make the world clap.
all my people in every combination.
What's up?
What's up, y'all? What's going on, Larry? We got
What's
Larry
poppin', what's
Billy on tonight.
Yes, sir.
Duval County in the building. What's up, man? What's up?
Duval County.
Duval.
Yes, sir.
Duval County, Georgia.
Or as the new coach says, Duval.
I hated that.
Want to give a shout out to the chat. We got Big Kahuna and Rob and Reese and TNT Tyler. I see Paul Fresh in the house. Oh, no.
Yes,
What's up,
sir.
y'all?
Yeah, a lot of people in here.
Yeah, did I miss? Brenda, what up, Brenda? Man, I'm missing everybody tonight. What's going on?
Yeah, Kahuna man in the motherfucking place, boy. What's up, boy? I ain't
Yes,
seen
sir.
Kahuna in a minute, man. I've been offline, no dog. I just got a computer just like 2-3 days ago, so I'm back on it now.
Hell yeah.
That's right.
That's good news.
So what you been up to, Larry? Tell us what you've been up to.
Working, man, working. Like I said, man, I was out of a computer from March to a couple days ago. So I was working at my job, and it was just like in a way, I got depressed because I'm always making music. If you notice, like I'm always trying to put something out, and
Yeah.
it was like a standstill, and it kind of got me in a depression state. So now I just got it back, and I'm building my drum set. I have all my VSTs. I had to go through it's a long process of putting
Oh
everything
yeah.
together, and then I finally got back to get my drum kit. So once I get done with that, first things first, man, I want to do a joint with Hard Target for sure because he had been asking me since the rundown to do it, and I was like, man, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Right after I was about to do it with him, my computer crashed on me, and it was my motherboard, so there was no fixing it. So I had to wait. I had to save money, and man, we spent $1,300 on this bad boy.
Wow. Yeah. It can get expensive real quick. Sure can. Man, I tell you what I love about your music is the uniqueness. I mean, you listen to whether it's the country rap lane or just any lane in hip hop and other music. A lot of the music sounds the same. You know what I mean? Oh, the
Definitely.
subject may be different. They may vary this or that. But when I hear your music, I hear a lot of unique things in it, and it's really cool. And I admire that about. I really do. I admire that
Yeah,
about you
thank you, man. Thank you.
for sure.
Yeah, 'cause it's what like it just goes with a lot. Cause see, that's why I try to never act like I'm better than anybody because I've been doing this for so long,
Yeah,
and I think that the best basketball player had to have experience in it before he was actually the best, right? So
that's right.
that's why I feel like every day I'm still at 47 years old. I'm still experiencing. You know
Laying
what
it
I'm
down,
saying?
baby. I know
So
about that. Laying it
yeah,
down as an older gentleman.
right.
I
So you know what I'm saying? Like
know
it's a
exactly what you're saying. I know
it's a
some
good
people in
thing
chat
to
does
steady
too.
grow. Yeah, yeah, for sure. It's like it's you steady grow when you're humble, and that's the thing. Like I always was taught to be humble. My mother was the
Yeah.
greatest at that. Like she always taught me, man, no matter
Well, if
what,
you're not humble, you can't receive anything.
that's a fact. That's a
Can't
fact.
because it's all blocked off about what you about. Well, I'm
Yes.
this and I'm that and blah blah blah.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, you can't
That's
grow
what
if you like
I know.
that. You just can't.
Exactly, and that's what it was. Like people like Ray Vibe, y'all know Ray Vibe. When I first started coming to YouTube, I had one set of skills that I was putting out, and then Ray Vibe started reacting to them, and then he would tell me what was missing, what flaws I had, and what
Yeah.
needed to be done in this way and that way, and then I started taking that, and that comes with humility, right? Because somebody that thinks
Of course.
that their shit don't stink or I don't need improvement or whatever, right? Like
Yeah.
I took those things that he told me. There's also Aries, the Apex, and K Legend. K Legend is like my brother, and Aries is the same, but they are really punchline heavy rappers. And when I write, I don't do punchlines so much. It's more like I'm trying to give you the real spiel. But then as I started working with them, the punchline. That's why I say experience is the best thing, man. Because you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. You challenge yourself to do more, and that's what I really been doing. I appreciate those two especially, and really that's why I said those names because they helped me evolve into the artist I am.
That's cool right there. What up, Tez? What up, brother?
Yeah, Ted's in the building. Hey,
Yeah.
Miss Brenda. Yeah, man, but what you call it? You seen the one I sent you one of the songs called "Can I Have It?" Now that joint was an old beat that I had made back in the days. I had made another song to it, and then I was like, I went over that song and I had found it in my old computer, and I didn't like it, and it was like, nah, let me just do something over. So I did that one over, but that was an example of how like if you listen to that production versus something like Numb, which I produced. Nope, that's actually an older joint too. What would be a good example to
You got that to spin, Tone?
Yeah, I
yeah,
got
I
all
sent
these.
both of those. Yeah, I sent both of those.
What up, lyrical?
Uh so inspired. Now I made that one recently. and you can hear the difference. Like you can hear me when I first was getting into it to now it's like boom. And to go with Kahuna too, because Kahuna had said to basically give a background story. Basically, I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. I started writing music at 14 years old, and in high school, this girl named Shamika Christian. It's crazy that I still remember her, like 30 some years later. But like Shamika Christian was a female rapper, and she like we used to have classes together, and then she had one class that was next door to mine, and in between those periods, she was like, "I'm gonna write a verse," and then after that period, she came out, she spit the verse. I was like, "Man, that was crazy." So after that, I started writing. Ironically, my first rhyme was called was like a dare rap, like "Don't do drugs, say no to drugs," right?
Yeah. Hey,
And
we
then
we we've been there. We've been there. I know what you mean.
yeah,
What
I
up,
did
TNT?
that. Right. Then you know what I'm saying, ironically I started smoking weed. I didn't ever go past that, but and then, like when I was about 20, around in my 20s, I met people like Sean J from Field Mob. You know who that is, right?
Oh,
Like Field Mob, they did that Georgia song, that Georgia. We on the grind in Georgia all the time. It ain't nothing on my mind
Was
but
that with
Georgia.
Luda?
Yeah, that joint. Yeah. So
Oh, that's my shit.
I had tapped in with him. He had a record label called 13 Flow, and it was him, his brothers, me, my brother Rocker Spot, which was a producer, and I like all of us started working. And I met people like Ludacris, Jazzy Faye,
yeah.
what's the other guy, Jody
And you
Breeze.
came. What? Just out of curiosity, when did you start? When did you start doing that kind of stuff? What? When did
Like
you
when I
start
met them,
putting yourself out there? What?
oh man,
Rough.
it was a trip because like I started like my name back in the G was called Blackheart, right?
Mhm.
And that name like went crazy in Jacksonville, Florida. Like a lot of people knew who Blackheart was through the radio station and through doing shows like Hip Hop Hell and stuff like that. And then we started. I don't even like my brother's from the Virgin Islands. You heard of Virgin Islands, right? Like he's from
Yeah.
St. Croix. So like
The Kits, Nevis.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
he did his thing with a lot of people. He knew a lot of people, so he was getting me like deals. He had this one guy that he knew. I won't get too much into detail because it's some gangster shit, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. The dude that we met, basically, he was gonna sign us, and then he had met a lot of people. The way I met Sean J was through my brother Rocker Spot. Rocker Spot went to school in Albany at Albany University, I think it was, and he met Shine and Smoke. They was like they met each other battling actually. You know what I'm saying? So that's a cool history. Like Shine and Smoke met battling, and they was like going back and forth, and they knew him. They call him New York. That's what they call my brother Rocket Spot. They call him New York because he's from Brooklyn. But he was cool with Shine, and I made this album called End Tunnel, and at what like it was a song that called "Brothers Gonna Work It Out" from the old Willie Hutch sample, and it's
Yeah.
like when he heard that, like Sean, when he heard it, man, I don't know, he was going through a lot because I remember at that time he was running from the police, he broke his leg, it was all kind of shit because Sean used to hang out in Jacksonville real heavy. You see what I'm saying? So like he had broke his leg and stuff like that, and then that's when I met him. Like he heard that song, "Brothers Gonna Work It Out," and then he contacted my brother. And then my brother, like I was homeless at the time. I was living with my brother-in-law. And then, he came over there and he was like, man, I want to sign you to 13th Flow. And then that's how that happened. You see what I'm saying? With the other
Yeah.
thing, now there was Jay-Z, there was Puffy, Damon Dash, Russell Simmons Music Group. They all had knew about Blackheart. You see what I'm saying? So it
Yeah.
was like we came that close, but like I say, something happened in that situation where everything fell through. But it was close. Like they knew who I was. And then I had to like kind of switch it up. My mother passed away
Yeah.
after that dude that had signed me had passed away. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? My mother passed away after that. So then it was like a depression for 5 years straight. I was 30 when that happened. And then 35 is when I started
Shout out
back
to
writing.
Lehman.
Yeah,
Layman,
Layman, man. Me and Layman about to do a joint too, man. Civilian life, man. That's my
nice.
little bro. Like I talk to him more than I talk to a lot of people, man. Like that's a little bro. I text him a lot.
Oh,
You know what I'm
that's cool,
saying?
man.
So salute to Layman. We got that civilian life coming out, man. It'll probably be like quarter 3. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we
Yeah.
working on some stuff right now. Matter of fact, Layman, I just got my joint. I wasn't gonna tell nobody because you know what I'm saying I don't want to have everybody with incentives to try to get a song right away. But I'm just gonna have to prioritize how I do it. Like I said, Hard Target is first because me and him been talking about doing that. And then, like me and Layman's gonna do that. Outside of that, I'm not doing anything like unless
I'm looking forward to you and a Layman track, man.
yeah, man.
That would be dope. I mean, the hard target thing is gonna be dope too, but
Yeah, Layman's crazy, man. We
he
got a
is.
couple already, but like Layman is crazy. So it's like,
We need to get him up on the show one of these nights.
yeah, we'll probably, even come back when we put out this project too, because we definitely
Yeah,
gonna want to,
that's gonna be dope.
promote it. Yeah, man, that's little bro though. I love Layman, dog. Like, he's Christian too, so you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's a very big part of our bond. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying. So
Yes,
absolutely.
sir.
yeah, man. So man, big Kahuna, man. I'm gonna call you later, dog. Like I haven't talked to my dog in a minute, man. So I just been busy. I've just been scrambling and like I said, in that depression state. But now we back at it. I'm glad y'all having me, Tone and Skeet, man. Like,
Dude, I'm excited. I'm just listening. I'm just soaking it all in because
I was a fan. The first time I heard you, Larry, was on the rundown. Okay,
you're right.
and at first you came on, and I'm like, okay, this is different. This
Yeah,
dude is different. And then I'm like, this dude ain't just different. This dude is dope. And so
thank you.
I was a fan from the jump when I first heard you.
Yeah,
'Cause
man. Like
I just
TNT was telling me
I
too,
love
man.
you.
Shout out to TNT because he used to always tell me, man, Skeet love your shit,
Yeah,
man. Like Skeet want to do something with you, man. And like
yeah,
straight up, if you got something for me, let me know. Tone, you already know. As soon as Tone set one up, I was like, man, let me get on it because you know what I'm saying. I
yeah.
like Tone and vibe. You know what I'm saying, 100%. So
appreciate that. Appreciate that, man. We got something special to
yeah,
Duval.
yes, sir. For the city, for real. Yeah,
Hey,
triple T,
I was
man. Big
honored
up.
to be able to do a track with you, bro. Like for real,
Yeah, same man. Like,
because
we
we were
always
compete.
talking to chat, but we never was face to face type shit. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
and I was doing the rundown too, so we were competing. And I was like, man, I'm going against Larry. Oh shit! And then you're like, hey, we should do a song. I'm like, well, damn, that's what I'm talking about. That's a win right there.
That's why I couldn't stand it neither because it's like I don't like going against home team in no
Yeah.
situation. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it is what it is.
But
Like,
hey, the good thing is you can get, here you got a feature with Simple Man. You can get these connections just from people
yeah,
seeing you getting that exposure. And
yeah,
that's the
man.
big deal right there. When you win off the exposure,
Hmm.
like hell yeah, because it don't matter. It doesn't matter if you get first place if you get the things that you were trying to get, like
Right.
features and shit like that, beats or
That's why I
whatever.
got big love for like Simple actually too, man, because like he always will give me my props. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh
So
yeah.
the last one I did, he commented on that. Like he will always give me my props. It don't matter what scene. And that's one thing I love
Yeah.
about people. Like if you go into a event or a scene or something and you speak on me and you don't even know I'm there, that's love to me. You know what I'm saying? So like, I
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
them do that several times. Him and Hard Target. So it's like, man, I'm gonna always rock with them. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm trying to get something with them ASAP. You know what I'm
Well, and
saying?
those compliments, especially just from other established artists or people that have been in the game for a long time, like they
Mhm.
go a long way. That's fuel to the fire. Hearing people,
Right,
talk you up.
right. That's really humbling at the same time too, because like you know what I'm saying. Like when I saw it, I was like, "Simple man, whoa." You know what I'm saying? And then what? Like the thing was, like I ain't trying to bring up any of the bullshit, but the stuff that was going on with Up Church, and then like Heart Target and Superman's disses. I think those two was like I was like, what man? You know what I'm saying? I think that let me know the dudes, those two dudes is like a force to be reckoned with. And then it's like they have a whole crew of people, and I love how they support each other and push each other. Exactly, Trelamade is like you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
top notch to me, man. And I like the way they're going. I like the direction they're moving in. And that's why I told him I'm gonna be the Capadonna of their crew.
Well, they were after you, man. In the chat, I saw Simple Man all day. Larry, let's do a feature. They send me something. I was like,
Yeah,
damn,
yeah,
that's a
that's what,
compliment right there. Just how aggressive he was to get a
right.
feature with you, man. And that
Like,
song, what's it called? Put Me in the Game.
mm-hmm.
That y'all did, you and Simple Man. That shit's fire, bro.
Yeah, man.
And I know it was put together quick, and you guys bounced it off each other, but man, it sounds great
Hey,
to me. That's
shout out
definitely
to him though, dog, because he wrote that. The way he wrote that was crazy because I sent it to him. I had, whenever I send a song, I had a verse, a hook, and then I send it to him and leave a blank spot. And then I didn't think that he would move like it turned around really fast. And then his bars had over exceeded mine even, right? Like I was like, shit. You know
You
what I'm
gotta
saying?
go back
I
and
was like,
reevaluate.
that's what
Yeah.
I like. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna collab with me, don't give me no crap because I'm not gonna do that everywhere. If somebody asks me to get on a song, I'm gonna try to make sure that I put the 100% that I would put on my solo stuff with it. You know what I'm saying? And so, like you see, like that, I can't wait till me and Tony Baldwin joint come out. You know what I'm saying? That's one of them. Like I'm snapping on that one. Like, and it's just about. I don't know. It's a pride thing in one hand, right? But then it's like a rap thing in another in the
it's
other.
like an understanding of the area too. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's like
It's like
it's
I
like
always want to rap. And that's what you know what I'm saying. And I want to hear people that rap. And that's you know what I'm saying. That's why I love that. Yeah, that's you know what I'm saying. We got to get some features for that too, man. Me and Layman gonna kill that. I'm sorry, I'm reading the comments too while I'm
no, you
talking.
good, you good.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
Layman's a monster, dog. Like that's why you know what I'm
Oh,
saying.
he is. He's dope.
I'm proud to see him actually win the
That's
rundown
hell
because
yeah.
like it was a journey. I think he was there the first one. Each one he went to. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, dang boy. And then he finally killed it, and I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Like Layman let it all out, and that's what like I feel like he's a budding flower right now. You see what I'm saying? And once he hits that peak, man, he gonna be the most dangerous rapper that y'all see on YouTube. Not YouTube, but as an artist completely. But you know what I'm
And
saying?
that's real love too. When you're rooting for your friends and you're rooting for each other, and the win for them is a win for you. Especially when you're doing collabs and stuff. It's like you collab with this guy, well, he collabs with me. So it's like,
Right. And then it's like we all as artists will push each other's pen. You
yeah.
see what I'm saying? And that's what I love the most because that's why I feel like I haven't hit my peak at 47 years old. I still haven't hit my prime yet. And it's like,
Well,
I
you
don't
know
know
what's
what's
cool?
going to take. I'm sorry.
I hate to see this in like urban rap. In urban rap, they throw away, once they start calling you uncle, they kind of throw you away a little bit.
Right.
That's
a fact.
The problem is you've got life experience now. You have more things to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
You can relate to more and more people with your words.
Exactly.
And so there's a certain beauty in it, I think. What up, AG?
Right. And then there's people our age that don't have anything to listen to. So that's why I try to make sure
There's that. Absolutely.
exactly hit those points. Like make sure that I hit those points because and that's the thing, like I can still adapt to the younger generation. The thing that I learned that as an artist growing up, I listened to certain things that my mother wouldn't approve of, right?
Right.
So it's the same concept when we talk about our children, our younger generation. Basically, we hear it as trash as our parents heard what we was listening to as trash. You understand what I'm saying?
Well,
so it's like with that, I try to give them the respect. You know what I'm saying? As the young artist. And like I say, Layman ain't but 24 years old. So like, you know what I'm saying? He's a young artist, but he stands out from the average 24-year-old artist in the music industry. And that's why I support that. You know what I'm saying? 100%. Layman, no, man. I don't want to make the show about Layman, but you know what I'm saying? I keep seeing him, you know what I'm saying? That's my little dude. But yeah,
my dog wants to know when I'm going live because he don't bark whenever I'm live. That's weird.
Hold that.
I got a little dog.
Oh, okay.
If somebody's walking around, he bark at him, but he didn't do it this time. I'm like, wow, okay.
Well,
hey, Spin that
I was about
joint,
to say, I think we've been letting them wait long enough. We gonna play Can I Have It?
Yeah, yeah, that joint is crazy, man. It's simple but crazy.
Yes, sir.
I've been trying to find a spot to get us play. I don't move around it like a nigga fake. Try and get $1 counting bigger range. Y'all be out here wildin' out for clicks and fame. Dog, I'm from Duval, we not for any play. Touch my cheering plate, I pop 'em in the face. Never been a gangster, dog, I'm living straight. I don't hear your statement, gotta demonstrate. See me in the rapper lane, I see money, what's a friend? I don't need 'em, I don't trust them now, and I ain't trust them then. No bras neither, they would try and clown when I brought nothing in. Call me the king of underground rap like Gun and Pimp. Fat Larry Bank up in the building and I came to work. Haters blurting type a bunch of anger till they fingers hurt. Came from dirt, oh so when my name is hurt they can't avert. English first, so it's gon' invade the earth, get paper first. Ain't a word, get a bag, give me cash, flip it fast, in the man. They been talking down, but I don't give a damn. I just wanna count a couple million. Can I have it? Money stacking, different rapping. That's what's happening. Can I have it? Money stacking, different rapping. That's what's happening. I remember I ain't have a pot to pissin', so it's not a competition. Play no game, I got to get it. They gon' hate, but I'm committed to the music. Y'all abuse it, I uplift it. Ain't gon' wait for y'all to choose it. Stay on game and drop them hits, and I'm legit. I ain't never been a killer, but I'm strapped for safety. You can check my history. The music is my affidavit. I solemnly swear I am the greatest. With full affirmation, Larry English. Haters bearing anguish. I don't really care. I came in here to get a bag. Give me cash, flip it fast. In the man. They been talking down, but I don't give a damn. I just wanna count a couple million. Can I have it? Money stacking, different rapping. That's what's happening. Can I have it? Money stacking, different rapping. That's what's happening.
Hey,
I've been trying to find.
Snowman in the building. What's up, man?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, that's just there. Like you see how simple that was, but it was just a lot being said. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Sorry, I'm trying to unmute old Skeet and he's trying to unmute.
keeps muting me, man. What's going on with that?
I was trying to undo it and you're going back and forth.
What up, Snowman?
Put
Hey,
the cap-
all right,
that was
so
dope.
are you make a lot of your beats?
Yeah, mostly like I made that one. The 3 that I sent you, I think I produced all 3. Matter of fact, what's the other ones I sent you? I can't even remember, man.
Numb.
I produced that.
Was it Shut Up? I don't care.
Yeah, that joint, I produced that. Yeah, those are the first. All 3 of those are actually the older beats. That's when my computer crashed. So I had to use the older beats on those. You know what I'm saying? But like they actually came out to some nice little song.
I
Snowman,
feel the Duvalness in that beat. Some of those
right,
hits are used a lot around here.
right. You know that Florida thing, man. We love
Yeah.
bass. You know what I'm saying? We gonna put bass in there.
It's like what's his name? Flow Rider. That fucking it's on a cyclone. It's got that club. It's got that club getting you hype shit. Dun, 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 dun.
Right, yeah, exactly, man.
But I gotta know more about your writing and your rhyme style because it's on some different shit. Like there isn't a lot like it.
Man,
Like you just are all over it.
yeah, it's just what it is. Like I had learned. I'm gonna tell a fact. Like when I used to write on paper, like I used to write my lyrics on paper. I used to always put at the top of the paper the most honorable Jesus Christ, and then I used to put that on every bar, like at the top, like at the top of each piece of paper. I used to put that to where now I type it and I say a prayer, right? Like I say a prayer before I sit at the computer, and then I'll like sometimes I'll create the music and then I start writing. So it's just really weird. I can't explain it, but for the most part, I try to make the syllables like like match and then still stay on the same subject. It's hard to do sometimes, but at the end of the day, like that's why I say working with a lot of different artists kind of broaden that horizon for me. So like it's like I can write punchlines, stay on the same subject, and still keep that cadence going. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that one joint, the joint I did with the Godfather sample at the beginning. Um, what is it? Matter of fact, I'll have you play that one tonight. Um, I forgot the name of it. That's crazy. I just dropped that, but yeah, that joint, like I want you to hear that because that one is like me talking about that. That was me coming out of the depression and then talking about, you know what I'm saying, how, you know, I had to give it all to God in order to get through it because man, you know what I'm saying, me trying to do it myself, I'd have been lost. I'd have been worse off. And then
Yeah,
that's when, you know what I'm saying, like I dropped them joints and it's all I
absolutely.
dropped that joint rather. And it was like my release from that. And then the computer came, so now it's about to get crazy. I want to do something with Papa too, man. I love his voice and style, dog. Like I think that dude is one of the dopest. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I,
sir.
during the rundown, I'm like, man, that dude he's sicker than most of them. Yeah, Hirsch, that's what it's called. The venting session. That's a shame he remembers. Yeah,
Shout out Zilla Gorilla in here. What's up, brother?
yeah, man. But
No,
yeah,
you
that's
just tapped into a cheat code, brother, because
yeah.
it's my belief that music is the language of angels.
Mm-hmm.
And when you recognize a power that's greater than us,
Mm-hmm.
when you recognize God, Jesus, you know, and you tap into that, you're tapping into something that's bigger, and and
Yeah,
and it,
exactly.
it it'll affect your music in a big way,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's a gospel song or not,
Right.
you
It's a
know.
lot of
And
things that changed too, man. Once I started, like, because, like Reese, like I ain't mean to cut you off, but Reese,
no, you're good.
Reese was my main thing, right? Like I always had faith, but
Yeah,
was working at McDonald's and I met Reese there. So we was both in relationships, you know what I'm saying? And we met each other, we were best friends. Kind of, it was like we hit it off in that way. We didn't cheat on each other like or nothing like that. But it was just like I started telling her about the things in my past. Like I've been through abuse and all kind of stuff growing up, man. Like if I told that story, I'm actually saving that for an album or something. But that story is a trip. And I was telling her the story, and she ended up saying, like, bro, you just need to give it all to God, right? And then when the time comes, you got to bring everybody to the table. I didn't know what she meant by that, right? And then after the fact, like I took that advice and I just sat there and I prayed and I let it all go, and it started to just fall into place, right? Like the relationship that I was with my daughter's mother, we didn't have a bad breakup or nothing like that. Like we just split because the relationship didn't work. And then same things with her, right? Like and then she moved up to Philly, or I say Philly in Pennsylvania. That's where her folks are from. And then she came down. Well, she came down. We got together, and it's like I mean, like, I don't know if y'all could understand where I'm gonna go with this, but she's got this gift that if she says a prayer, like it happens right after that. You see what I'm saying? Like it's like I don't think she knows the strength in her prayer, and it's like I
yeah,
see it. I'm like she'll pray for certain things because okay, bittersweet moment. I ended up like we was living down in Jacksonville together in an apartment, paying like 700 a month for a small beat up ass apartment. And she it ended up my pops ended up dying, so we came up here and you know my pops had left me his house up here in Georgia. So you know what I'm saying? But in the process of that, me and her both was saying, let's just save this money up, then we can get us a little house. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say bittersweet because you know, like I lost my father. Me and him had never really had like a real serious relationship, but when I lost him, he left me crib. So that was a bittersweet thing. But it also tells me count your blessings. And that's why I say, like, you know what I'm saying, Reese really put me in that lane because I could have crashed out, man, for so many things. It was like, especially when I came to YouTube, it was people, I won't say their names, but it was people that was harassing me. They was talking about my mother and dead father, like my dead mother and father. And
Mm,
y'all don't understand, you know what I'm saying, like how that could traumatize somebody, number one.
yeah.
But I'm 47 years old. I was at peace with my mother's death for 5 years. Like I said, after she died, I was okay with it. So anybody trying to take shots at her or something like that, it is what it is, right? But it was just, you know, at the end of the day, I want them, though they're not here, to see me be successful with this. And along with y'all, along with Layman, along with Kahuna, because y'all seen me go through that struggle on the way there. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I say God is the will, God is the way. You see what I'm saying? And that's the only way
Right.
I see this every day. Like, I don't know if y'all know this, but everybody's going the demonic route. They doing all kind of devilish stuff. And it's like, man, I don't want no involvement with that. So we got to take the hard way up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's like,
That's
I'm
right.
sorry, I didn't mean to, vent. I mean, I talk
No,
that,
you good. You good.
No, you good, man.
but like straight
You
up like that.
you
Like, I
good.
feel like God is the key. And if nobody ever told y'all that, allow me, like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, man, I would have
Right.
been a hot mess without it. You see what I'm saying? Straight up.
Yeah.
Would have been a
That's
hot
right.
mess.
Well,
I'm
I,
right there
I
with you.
also I also think it's interesting the music that you are always doing it. It's always helping you, be an outlet. But what I thought was interesting, I got to back it up a little bit, but where you were saying you were hurting without it when you didn't
Mm-hmm.
have your computer and stuff, like you need that. And a lot of people don't realize that aren't in the music, that aren't making music and stuff. Like it's such an important part of you, you know what I mean, to express things or to say things or, to do so. There's so much you do with music that a lot of people don't understand how big of a part it plays in your life. You know what I
Right,
mean?
man. I mean, therapeutic ain't the word, right? Like, because
Yeah.
it's like, I went, like I said, that song that I wrote, the Hearst joint, it was, it was like in a way, like kind of like the Eminem way of venting, because I didn't want to get too direct, but it was like certain things I did
Yeah.
address, but it was still like you could hear me saying certain things that were keywords to let you know I was going through a lot, man. Like even the hook, that's what I say. That I was going through a lot. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
See,
So,
and I'll do where like I don't get into too much detail, but
mhm,
just to get that energy and that aggression or whatever it is, depending on what kind of song, just to get it out of you
mhm,
helps so much. You know what I mean? It
mhm.
takes so much off your mind and your shoulders, even if it's just energy you're releasing out, you know what I mean, on a
Right,
freestyle or something.
right. Because you don't want to always put that on anybody. But like when you do it,
Yeah.
cause see, you never know. Like I say that song, like referring back to when Sean J had heard that song, it resonated with him because he was going through something. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like he felt that 100%. I'm talking about he called me on the phone. He was like, "Hey man, I just heard that song, man." He country shit. Like if you ever talk to Shine, like he country shit. He was like, "Hey man, I got this record label called 13 Flow. I want you to come over here, man. You know what I'm saying? I want you to." Then we went to the So What. You remember that song So What? They did Film Mob. It was Sierra, Film Mob, Jazzy Faye did the beat. And like they had shot a video in Atlanta. Teddy Boy, Teddy Boy name is Two Chains now, but he used to be called Teddy Boy then, Dollar Boy, and like that's
Two
what I'm saying. I
Chain?
met them through that song, just that one song, bro. Like I never
Mm-hmm.
had no budget to push this music. It was just pure talent that really got me there. So it was just like, man, like I feel like that's a blessing in itself, right? So that allows me to understand that when I start putting this music out, I'm gonna have loyal fans. I'm gonna have fans that's gonna love this music and then see the transparency of me. You see what I'm saying? Like, cause that's
Yeah.
one thing. Like, I talked to my homeboy Caleb. He was like one of the main people that really got me in the rap like heavy. And he told me, like, I was letting him hear some songs I did. He was like, man, you say stuff that I could never say. You see what I'm saying? Like, I was
Yeah.
like, bro, like, you got to understand, like, I was ashamed of a lot of the stuff that I say now. You see what I'm
Mm,
saying? Like, I was ashamed of it. When you ashamed of something, you try to hide it from everybody, right?
yeah,
But that was my problem. I can't hide something that everybody can see. So
yeah,
whether I'm ashamed of it or not, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people gonna see it. So it's like, why not, lighten the blow, or at least like tell you this is why that is that way, right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I like
Explain
how
yourself a little bit and give your point of view.
that's
You
how I
know.
like Eminem, because he did it in a vulgar way, right?
Mm,
But he did it. He expressed the stuff that he was going through personally, but he did it way more in a vulgar way. Mine is more like
yeah,
talking about the lessons before the blessings. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I
yeah.
went through a lot growing up. Now it's like, man, I'm at 47. I would have thought in my 20s that I'd be stressed out now, but I'm way less stressed than I was in my 20s. So you know what I'm saying? And the only thing that really got me was not being able to create. And you don't know how much of an addiction that is until you don't have it, bro. Like, I was going nuts.
And it's and
Yeah.
the on like a I don't know about on I don't know what to say, a celebrity or more well known, but it's like when you put yourself out there and people finally meet you or see you, they feel like they know stuff
Mm-hmm.
about you that the average person doesn't know, who doesn't listen to you. So
Mm-hmm.
they already feel one step closer to you by knowing some of your personal things that you've talked about. You know what I mean?
Right. And I'm an open book. That's the thing. Like, if you ask the question, I'm gonna try to answer it as honestly as possible. I feel like honesty is the best policy, because I don't have to, like, carry on something otherwise, right? Like,
Yeah.
because if I lie about something, I don't have the best memory in the world. You know what I'm
That's what I
saying?
say. It's hard enough to remember the truth, let alone a lie.
Right, exactly. So you know what I'm saying? I try to avoid that mostly. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it'll get you in trouble too. So you know what I'm saying? Because, like, me being honest to certain people
Mhm.
gave them the incentive to go and use it against me in certain ways. You know
I
what
mean,
I'm
you
saying? So
you are
it's
being vulnerable, and people will take advantage of that for sure.
right.
Man, that's another lesson to be learned in doing music. Like, uh, my brother Ski Mask Cowboy, he wore a mask 24/7 on anything he did in music
Mm-hmm.
because he wanted to keep it separate. And
Mm-hmm.
I've run into that problem, just like having two Facebook accounts or having two of this
Right.
account. You know what I mean? I try to do at least something to make it. Here's Tone the Bone, and then here's my real account. My
Yeah,
personal account.
exactly.
You
Right.
and like this day and age with the YouTube and shit, like you gotta protect yourself as
Right.
at least try.
100%. That's why it's like, man, because, like, my Facebook, I was laughing because my Facebook is off the chain, right? Like, you'll see most of the stuff. Like, if I post a picture of something on Facebook, it'll go to my Instagram, so y'all will see that. You know what I'm saying? But my
Mm,
Facebook is wide open. And the thing is, it's just like, I don't want, like, the personal, like the real personal me, to be out there too much. Like, my
yeah,
wife, she knows the real personal me, right? And then that's why she in love. That's why we in love with each other, because I know the personal her, right? And that's the thing, right? Like, as the artist, I still want to be that person, but it sucks because being that person led me to a lot of hate. And it's
yeah,
just not even just on the YouTube thing. Like, in Jacksonville was like that in certain situations. And then when I was with groups, it was like that. Like, it's not so much hate. It's just that, when people hear Larry rapping, they say, "Man, Larry's nice. Larry's nice," right? I don't do it for that. But at the same time, somebody that's with me, if they don't get that same praise, they kind of get. You see what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, that's the one thing that's the one takeaway that I don't like about this. You know what I'm saying? Because there were situations, so many situations where, I was in groups with people, and I would put them before me because I knew that, you know what I'm saying, they would feel some type of way. So I'd be like, nah, this person here, like, this the person right here, this the person, right? So I would always shelf myself to kind of, like, you know what I'm saying, to let people know that I don't feel like I'm better than you. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But that would backfire. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck
Hey,
this shit. I'm the best ever now.
hey, shout out
There's a lot of
386
ego.
Music. They're
Yeah.
Shout out
streaming
Shannon.
they're streaming
And
our live. Thank you, brother.
Hey,
Appreciate y'all. Yeah,
shout out
yeah.
Bama Breeze.
yeah,
Bama
Bama
Breeze,
Breeze,
what's
what up,
up?
though?
Appreciate y'all 386. A great
Yeah,
deal.
but for real, man, it's just like, it's hard, but at the same time, people like yourself, people like Ray Vibe, you know, Legend. I feel like Legend of rap circles around me. You see what I'm saying? I feel like Aries. I think Aries is the most punch heavy rapper, man. Like,
Well, some
I
folks treat this as a sport,
right,
and
yeah. You see what I'm saying?
I get that. I don't. I just see
Right.
it as music. You know,
I
it's
see it as building like communities. That's what I really wanted to do. That's why I came. Like when I first came to YouTube, my homeboy Josiah told me, he said, "Man, when you get in there, he said, go to YouTube and build yourself a community." And no lie, I came and I was like, "Let's do this, right?" And then I met my homie Kahuna, and
yeah,
Kahuna knew I'm talking about that, like every artist that was up and coming or somebody they had that was putting songs out and they was pushing their stuff. Kahuna knew them. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Kahuna came to me and he sent me like everybody. So I was like, dang, like that's a lot of people. It was at least 20 people he told me to do collabs with. And I was like, I can't keep up with that. So I made an Instagram chat and I put them all in there and I said, the network. That's what I called it. You know what I'm saying? And then from that point on, like everybody started getting to know each other and stuff. And I started doing a lot of stuff with other artists. So big up to Kahuna because I tell you, man, if it came to A&R or like management, I would put Kahuna in that first because he knows how to go and seek out these artists and then, you know what I'm saying, and give them placements in some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Him and Kahuna, I say him and Kahuna, him and Nico. Like, you know what I'm saying? Jedi Nico Wolf, that's another one, bro. Like they call him the plug. So that's how I
Yeah.
really met a lot of these artists. And then that's how I got in the rundown. Kahuna told me about that. And then I was like, I bet. So, you know what I'm saying? I got in that. And then the Hakuna Matata, it was so ironic, dog, that I had to go against one person. You know what I'm saying? Like we wasn't like me and that dude. You remember who I went against, right?
Who
Um,
is it?
KSN.
Mm.
Like I had went against KSN, and it was just ironic that I had to go against him, like my first song. So I had made the first version of Hakuna Matata, because they had dissed me and stuff, right? So I was like, I don't want this to be that in a setting like this, but I do want to address what happened between us, right? So like once I did that, that was cool. And then like even TNT Dad, he was like, man, that song is so fire. And I was like, man, I don't want to put that out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just speaking in the sense of professionalism, right? So I'm like, I don't want to put that out. So I made another version of it and left that out. You know what I'm saying? And then after the fact, me and KSN had talked and everything squashed. You know what I'm saying? So me and KSN got no issues with each other at all. You know what I'm saying? But like that was so messed up to me, dog. Like so, because like I didn't even know that I would end up that way. It was just like so crazy that I had to go against him. And then it was like after that, it was like it kind of took a lot of wind out on season 2. So
Yeah.
when season
Mm.
3 came, like I was already winded, right? So it's like I'm saying whatever I could say, but like I say this season, season 4, I opted out because I like my computer was down, so I couldn't make nothing fresh to go to the rundown. And this one is coming up. Oh boy, I'm gonna have some joints for this one. You know what I'm saying? So like shout out to Triple T, man. Like you know what I'm saying. Like I really appreciate him putting us in the eyes of people like Adam Calhoun and Mises and everybody else, bro. Like you guys, everybody that's been watching. Like I got literally probably like 200 more subscribers just from going to the rundown, and that's love. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Sure.
sir. Yeah, I just want to say, man, like what you're describing is such a good way of networking. Like you
Mm-hmm.
look at a celebrity like a big name person, you don't know if you're gonna really how they're really gonna be in real life. But
Mm-hmm.
the way that we do it on a smaller scale and have more networking, and you actually can interact with people, independent artists, you know them so much better. And when you listen to their music, you feel like you really know them, and the bond is so much greater. And
Yes,
you know what I mean? Like when you go to a show, you got no problem walking right up to somebody and be like, "Hey, I love your shit. You know, I love your songs." And
Mhm.
I really feel like you are definitely top tier when it comes to how to be a professional rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
appreciate
I
that.
I don't doubt at all that you got 200 plus subscribers and counting, because
Right,
you
man.
got that personality and that shit that people want to meet you. People want to know more about you. People like what you're doing and
That's
your
right.
message you're putting out
Yeah,
and the
that's love.
professionalness that you bring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's love.
Hey, y'all wanna run a trivia question
Yeah, let's do that.
All right,
and
let me
break it
hit.
up a little bit? We'll reset and listen to one of your songs and get back on it.
All right,
Yes,
here's
sir.
the.
I got a trivia question.
I'll run the bumper.
All right.
Mafia, Mafia, Swamp music, Mafia, Swamp, you can't fuck with us. Swamp music, Mafia, Swamp music, Mafia, Swamp music,
All right.
Yes, I heard.
No. All right. Before I ask the question, um, I will definitely send a unreleased song by me and Lyrical, or Lyrical and I, that's going to be coming out on the 27th to the winner. Anybody else want to offer sweeten the package?
Mm.
Y'all got
I
any
don't know.
prizes?
I don't know what I got.
What you think? What you got in mind?
Anyway,
You got
that's
a.
what I got for the prize. It's going to be a good song too. It's almost pop though,
Man,
unfortunately, but it's a good song. Good song.
dang. Oh, hey, yeah, I got one tonight. Kahuna, the Shut Up, I Don't Care one. I don't think nobody heard that one yet.
Okay, we'll sweeten the deal then. We'll send that one and the song. So, all right. Well,
Yeah.
here's the question. Y'all ready? Now, Larry. We are not eligible to answer this question.
I was getting ready to.
You can answer it privately. I'll send you my song anyway. But the thing is all right. So we're in this hip hop lane, and one of the ways that a lot of musicians measure their success is by whether or not, at least publicly, is whether they've been nominated for awards. In this case, Grammy. So, what was the first rappers group and or rap song that was not only nominated for a Grammy but won a Grammy? And don't look it up on Wikipedia or don't look it up on Google.
That was tough.
Yeah.
Don't cheat. Dang,
Anybody want to guess?
another day.
I know there's a couple people in the chat that probably can get it.
I'm pretty sure Eminem won a Grammy for.
Tyler.
What? Okay, keep going. Keep going. The problem with Tyler's answer is it's not complete.
It was. It surely was. That's crazy. I didn't even think about that. But that makes sense, right?
It happened in 1990.
Dang. What's it? I'm the DJ, he the rapper?
There it is. Tyler got it right. DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. And the song, anybody want to guess what the song was?
Brand New Funk. Parents just don't understand.
Larry,
This
you ain't
is a
eligible,
story
man.
all about how my life got twisted upside down.
Hey,
All
that's
right.
it, man.
So
Whoa.
TNT Tyler is the winner. And you know what's sad? I think I already sent him my song. So he already got my part of the prize. So I got to get Larry, we got to get your part.
Yeah.
Well, let's run this one.
Spin
It's,
that thing, DJ.
IG, I hit you up.
All right, here we go.
This one about to be long-winded, so take a short breather. I am strong-ended, but was before weaker. It's a cold business, that's why we hold heaters. I was told plenty, but not a soul secret. But the truth is the network is cohesive. I could have did it by myself, needed no features. But I ain't stingy, I'ma help where I'm most needed. You can ask around. They was trying to front me up, but I ain't backing down. Lying on me never mattered, I don't act for mine. I'm a truth seeker. I don't watch you people, you're too evil in the Father's eyes. And the misery is showing in your product crime. Idle threats to the people that you idolize. I don't mind, I'ma shine even brighter now. In life I try not to survive where the drama dies. Some of y'all are traumatized and it really shows. I decided I ain't rocking with them anymore. I hit the road, finna roll, and I'm in control of too many roads to be slow by these imbeciles. Get out of my ear with it. I ain't worried about it, I'm looking at big business. I ain't heard them talking, I'm sorry, forgive me. If it was a spliff, I'd be as good as my intentions. Listen, look, shut up, I don't care. 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 Yeah, the hook, simple assignment with the climate. I'm got me crying for silence. The environment shifted. A lot of conniving, little slimy bitches. I don't be around them, never mind them distance. Cause I don't got time for all the extracurricular. I'm on my grind and getting checks in particular. And y'all thought whining was a flex, well it's typical. Dog, I'm climbing for his wrist, I don't get enough. Still I'm up, chasing the dream so I can live it up. It was rough making it. We ain't care if you getting bucks. When you stuck watching somebody pockets, you really suck. And you love faking for cheese, not on my radar. Promise you they ain't even bleed. They dust mites on my nut site. Maybe a flea, but one crack for the tough guys. Make it believe they thug life when they just bite things that we see. Ain't nothing like being yourself, receiving your wealth. And all the time Jesus wept, they beat him to death. And he died for me to get help from heating his breath. And being the best is not something I seek to contest. And seeing is next, and I'm about to reap and invest. And leave from the mess and go and get the cheese in the check. Leave it to rest, I feed into the beat and digest. And people impressed, so every time you speak the respect, they tell them, look, shut up, I don't care. 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 Look, shut up, I don't care.
Yeah, that joke is great.
Yes, sir.
Dope track.
Yeah.
What up, Sully, for real? Happy Father's Day to you too, brother.
Yeah, happy Father's Day, fellas.
Yeah, that's a good song right there.
Appreciate that, man. That was
Yes,
another
sir.
old movie. And it's like, man, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm excited to see what I'm gonna do now because like those are old tracks, and it was like, man, I couldn't make nothing new. Like, I'm gonna start making them new. Like, I got the next 3 days off from work, so I'm gonna just go in. I said the first one, man. First things first. It has to be a hard target joint, man, because I know he been waiting on it for real.
Yes, sir. That's gonna be a big one.
TNT Tyler wants us to play your song called Pothead.
That's on the album. Damn, I don't even know where it's at. It might be on YouTube. Let me see.
I could check real quick. I got you pulled up on there. I like that. Yeah, the phoniness with TJ Sanders.
Yeah, TJ a beast, man. Like they be outdoing me on my songs, dog.
Hey, that's some people don't like it. I don't mind. It's all
Straight up.
you just making it better.
Exactly. That's, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna hold my own. So it's just like, man, do it. That's like when they were saying Superman, man, Superman kills you. That's what he was supposed to do. Like, what? He was supposed to come over there and sound whack or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought he killed it. And it was like, wow. Like,
I feel like the what do you call that? Like an EP together with two artists. That's the way to go. Where you go back and forth on songs, because sometimes you win, sometimes they win. You know what I mean? And that brings out the best of both of you.
Right, because you can't even say, like, I can't say it's the best artist in Outkast, really, because Andre has, you know, one side of the spectrum, but Big Boy can rap his ass off. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I see, the way I see it is two personalities working together, right? Like Run DMC they was a duo that was like bounced off each other. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of different duos that I felt like Field Mob. I felt like they was something different. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. Like duos is my thing. That's why I did a
Yeah.
song. I did
I
songs
love the
with
tag
Drake
team
group.
stuff. I wish the tag team stuff would come back.
I think me and Lemmy gonna do a few on this album, man. We got to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got
And
to.
as a fan of especially rap music, I feel like not everything's a gem. You know, I don't like every single song, but
Right.
sometimes, man, they people come together and it's out of this world.
hmm
It's
That's
all
why I
about
think.
formula and combination.
That's why I think about I said comment the Simple Man joint. That's why I say I want to do more because he even said it, man. When we did the first one, he was like, "Hey, man, I'm sorry, I'm all the way from the mic." But he was like, "Hey, man, let's do some more." I was like, "Man, bet." And then I'm talking about dog. All these plans I made, the computer said nope. You know what I'm saying? From March to June, I was like,
Yeah.
man. But now
Yes,
we're
sir.
back.
It's totally for real. No, it's full steam ahead, bro. You're gonna kill them. We already know.
Oh man,
Yeah.
back it down now.
Can't wait. I can't wait to hear that joint. Simple Man joint.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
Simple Man's a rapper's rapper, I think,
Straight up.
And
and
you open that door, you know what I'm saying? So now, I mean, now you get the hard target. You know, who knows? Be doing videos, Breadwin DeVille. You know, the whole trailer made.
yeah,
It's like you open one door, it leads to another every time.
Mhm.
Somebody sees you or somebody gets a feature. It just, you
Right.
just
That's
make
why
a
I
move off
appreciate
that.
their support because it's like people at their status would be like, "Hey, man, you got to pay me." You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of
Yeah.
people like that, man. Like, I won't say a name, but I had reached out to one artist and asked him how much for a verse, and he told me 750. Not to promote, not nothing, just 750 for a
just to be
verse.
on it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I'm thinking to myself like 750.
oh man,
That's gonna take a lot of views to make back, right? So it's like, is this person worth that 750? Is the question, and it was like no. And I think he got mad at me because of that. But it's like, nah, bro. Like I'm thinking logically. If I really do this song with you and I put it out, there's no way I'm gonna make 750 back. So I
Yeah.
basically
right.
just paid you for nothing. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So then, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's happened a few times. I had people shortchange me. Like, I had somebody like gave me a short verse. I had somebody that never gave me a verse until I cussed them out. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? I had to learn that, bad business is just out there. You see what I'm
It
saying?
is.
Yeah.
It is.
So I had to get like rearranging my whole position and make sure that I'm not doing no bad business. That's why I say, Tom, when you send me that track, I don't want you to wait. You see what I'm saying?
That's how I am too. Like I definitely like to get it quick turnaround. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
I'm excited to work with you, so I want to make sure that you see that excitement, that you see that I'm
Mhm.
about it. You know what I mean? Whether or
Exactly.
not
I was
it
like, man,
comes
I
out
wrote
right
the hook
away,
too.
you
Exactly. You
know
see,
that.
I wrote the hook. Cause that's what I told you. I was like, man, I write a hook, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing to do. Because I was excited, is me, you, and whoever we put on it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I ain't gonna leak no
we got
names.
some names. We got some names for
Right.
sure. But
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and that dude, having you do that quick turnaround and do a hook too, because you're like, you want me to throw a hook on there? I'm like, hell yeah, throw a
Right.
hook on there if you feeling it. And
Yeah, man.
it just makes you feel good, man, when it works out like that and is
Yeah, definitely.
organic. You know what I mean?
True story,
Yep.
cuz. True story. AG said, "I'll give you a verse for 20 and a box of cinnamon toast crunch."
Yeah, the features and the collabs, it's like you're taking a gamble just doing a collab with somebody, even if
Mhm.
it's free. Because if they
Right.
don't like that person, that could hurt you.
Exactly. I got
Yeah.
caught in that a couple of times. Like I did a song to a Ryan Upchurch joint, and then there was so many people that was commenting on it. Just was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know these dudes like that. I didn't really know much about Ryan Upchurch or Adam Calhoun until the rundown, right? Like
Mhm.
I knew about Adam Calhoun because a lot of people reacted to him, and I knew about Ryan Upchurch, but I never listened to anything. And
Yeah.
then
Mhm.
I got so interested. Once I got in the rundown, I was like, yo, this shit is love. And then I saw they beef, and I was like, this shit is hate. And then I was like, you know what? I don't want nothing to do with this because it's
Right.
no
Right.
different from any other thing. Like I had, like, you know what I'm saying? It was people that was beefing with me. I hate that kind of stuff, man, because it can turn into something way more serious, right?
That's
Yeah.
true.
So that's why I try to avoid that kind of stuff. And then it was like, man, they just kept coming for me. It kept coming for me. So it was like, okay, I'm gonna just jump out the window then. And then, you know what I'm saying? Once I did that, it was like, okay, we're gonna leave them alone. And then as soon as I got back quiet, they would jump back in that shit. And it was like, dog, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand this. Like, I'm 47. Like, that's what I'm saying. Where I come from, you can attest to this tone. We don't move like that. 100. Like, we don't move like that at all. You know what I'm saying? If we ever have a problem with somebody, we man enough to have that conversation with that person to their face.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We're not gonna go in public and then just try to like smear that person, and because that's dangerous. You see what I'm saying? Like these dudes,
and it's like it's so much with the ratings and the views and shit. It's like the drama sells, and that's where they just keep going back to it. It's like, man, ain't nobody really about that shit.
Like just the music. Like,
it's also, I mean, it's also a bitch move. I ain't gonna lie, it just is.
Yeah.
You know, if we got issues, we grown men, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got issues with each other. We talk about it first. If we can't settle it that way, we'll figure another way out to deal with it. But
even if we got to go to blows, that's what I was trying to tell you. I don't want to do this internet
but
shit. Like
doing it online is just
Yeah,
that's not even. That's not what men do. I don't think. You know,
straight up. And it was just like it was ugly. It was just an ugly situation. But then I saw that. That's why I say when I saw Adam and Ryan, I'm like, man, it looks to me just from the outside looking in as a misunderstanding, bro. That's it. It's just a misunderstanding. But it's like instead of you two going and handling that shit, just talking to each other like a man and getting through the misunderstanding, y'all rather like carry y'all fan. I feel like it's like you weaponizing your fan base against each other, dog. Like that's what I really was looking at.
Time.
Well, I wasn't speaking specifically on that particular beat. I was speaking in general, you know. In general.
I mean, me too, but that's what I'm saying. I'm just referring them to it, to that whole situation because, like, you know, it happened with me, and then it happened with Grizzly Hendrix and what's his name, Merkins. Like, it happens. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But it's like I always look at those situations like all y'all got to do is talk to each other offline, off the record.
Yeah.
Because once you do that, like if you putting it on, like say we on a live stream right now, there could be 10, 15 people that's misinterpreting this whole thing, and then there's people that want to, you know, put in that.
That's gonna happen anyway.
Right.
Yeah, we don't do drama here. It's
right.
And that's the thing. That's I mean, we just artists that's trying to do our thing, and we have other artists on that's doing their thing.
Right. That's why I say collabs. That's why I will collab with any and everybody, but it sucks because everybody's beefing with everybody. And if I do a song with this person, then they're gonna be mad.
The part I hate is if you do a collab with this one, I can't do one with you. And all that's some of that playground stuff, man.
Right, dog. Like
and I'm like, well, I ain't got a beef with none of y'all. I'll just do music with whoever I feel like. How about that?
I feel like
most of the beef is like online. It's all online shit. We don't know anybody personally, and when you do meet him personally, it's a different story.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, my thing is, if I say it online, then I'm willing to say it in person.
I mean, that's me.
I try not to say it online because if anybody ever said anything about me online, they cannot tell you that I didn't go to them personally first, right? Like that's the thing, and it's like that's what I keep referring to that to say that don't put me in your shit, right? If y'all got beef with each other and I do a song with a person that you got beef with,
don't put my name.
9 times out of 10, I ain't even know y'all was fucking beefing, right?
Yeah.
I'm just
making
it's
so easy. It's so easy to go your own way and to stay away from the drama. Like, you know, you're doing your own thing and you're collabing and building your stuff, and you're not worried about, you know, what is the drama that anybody has. It's stupid misunderstanding bullshit on the internet.
And they want to drag you in it though. They want to get you up in it. That's for sure.
And I just want to rap. That was the thing. Like I came here strictly to make music, and that's it. And it's like, man, I hate ego. That's one thing. The
Yeah.
ego and hubris is ugly when
Yeah.
it
And
comes
see
to rap.
the collabs can give you some of both. You can do collabs and you're like, oh man, I really like the way these people work. We can do
Mhm.
more. And like you said with Simple Man or even me, like when you see how each other work, then it's so easy to do another song. It's like, man, that worked out so good. Let's do another one. But
Right.
when it doesn't work, when you got somebody that is fucking around, when they're not
Mhm.
coming through, and they're fucking this problem and that problem and this, it's like, man,
Or they
I've been
half
it.
stepping. Yeah.
Yeah, if we do a song, I don't ever want to do a song again, even if it, you know what I mean. Which
Right.
it probably
Yeah.
won't get done, and then you'll just. But that's kind of like the pros and cons. Is
Yeah.
sometimes it works out great, sometimes you wish you never did it.
Right. It's like a 50-50, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, and that's why people work together and keep working together. Like even in the movies, they do that. Like Adam Sandler works with all his boys and keeps making movies with
Right.
the same
Yeah.
people because they all work together well. And you
Yep.
see
Like
that in all
people.
kinds of movies where it's just a matter of who you like to work with, and
Mhm.
they
That's
ain't
why I
fucking around.
love
They're about
Trailer and
business.
crew. That's why I love Trailer Me because they always supporting each other,
Yeah.
regardless. Like I see that, and that's one thing. Like I say that everybody sees. I think everybody sees that they support each other. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
And that's a beautiful
I
thing.
respect Trailer made a great deal. What up, TNT Dad?
He said, "I got a head. I had a big forehead, and I'm covering it up." You right. Because it's gonna be a projector. You see, my glasses got a glare. Imagine my forehead is gonna look like a third eye. I'm just-
Well, that's how we the Swamp Music Mafia came about. Is we
Yeah.
all were working together, we were all promoting each other, doing collabs, and we're like, shit, man, let's just keep this up. Let's just and then it just evolved into a group, into like a
Yeah.
label,
The
into let's do
network.
some live shows, let's do some
Yeah,
networking. You
we're
know what I
bigger
mean?
than a group, Larry. We're all individual,
Mhm.
but yeah, and we do our own thing, but we do things together. But the main thing we do is we promote each other.
Right,
I can't
exactly.
listen. I can't promote 100 people. I can't,
Mhm.
but I can
Exactly.
promote 5
Exactly.
Yeah.
or 6.
That-
Whatever.
That's why I appreciate the fuck out of Ray because Ray has a like shit. I got 1.33 subscribers, thousand. He got
That's a lot.
100, almost 70 now. And
Shit.
he loans his platform to me and reacts to my stuff, and that's just like rare because if
Yeah.
y'all know you have to stick with the algorithm. So if you take somebody like little old me and you put me in your algorithm, you're gonna have to make up for it with the other
Oh,
stuff.
Al Gore's rhythm hates me, man.
Straight
What
But
up,
up.
I
TNT
do a
Dad?
lot of different kinds of music. Is the problem?
Hmm.
If I stuck like at first I was doing a lot of redneck shit,
Hmm.
and algorithm loved me when I was doing that. But as soon as
All
I
right.
did some vibe music or R&B or soul, the
Um,
algorithm's like, no, man, no, we like you as a good old boy redneck, which I
that's
am.
good to know though.
All that is me. But the thing of it is I do music how I feel. I may
Right.
do blues one day, country the next, rock the next.
Hmm.
You know, and I don't care. So if Al Gore's rhythm is going to treat me bad like that, that's fine.
Right.
I hate it, but that's the way it is.
Like, it sucks to be diverse because that's you know what I'm saying. Like I
Yeah,
listen to stuff
Yeah.
like you were saying rock, like 70s, 80s rock is my deal. You would never know that because I'm a rapper, but that's what
Yeah.
made versatility in me is listening to stuff like Huey Lewis in the News,
yeah.
Oh
fucking
shit. Power
ZZ
of
Top.
love.
You know what I'm saying? I was raised up on MTV,
I
so
would have
that's
never expected you to say that, but that's
you
fine.
know what I'm saying. Like those, like man, Sharp Dressed Man is one of the best
Okay,
songs.
now
I
you're
like,
talking about
but
like ZZ Top. Yeah,
yeah,
but
so that was stuff that I grew up on because we didn't have urban music. Urban music was kind of like they had this channel. I know, Tom, you probably remember the box. Remember the box channel 10? Like you had to
Nah.
wait until somebody paid for a video to watch it, and then that's how we was watching hip hop video. So like, and
Hell
then
yeah.
it started. We started getting the cable, and like BT wasn't doing rap that much. They had the Rap City. Yo MTV Raps was only like an hour show
yeah,
out of the whole thing. So I was like picking up on MTV, Tom Petty, Peter Gabriel, like all those old 70s and 80s singers. Like I used to love their music. Sting was one of my favorite ones too, bro. Believe it or not, the Police. Like I know a lot of
I
Yeah,
never
people.
liked the Police, man. I ain't gonna
You
lie.
didn't?
No,
I like Sting's
listen.
voice.
Let me tell you, I got a story to you.
Mhm.
I was in trouble. I was expressing my youthful exuberance.
Mhm.
You know, my misguided youth kicked in. I ain't gonna say what I did and what I was in trouble for, but
Right.
that was the same time that Police song came out. Says I'll be watching you,
Yeah, that's a stalker
and
song.
they was watching me, man. And I was like, no, hell no, I am not liking this. So I never got. I mean, I appreciate their music, I get it, but I never really got into the Police. I never
Right.
did.
Yeah, it's like I like that. Don't stand so close to me.
Yeah,
Uh, who's another one? Oh, Roxanne. That was one of my favorite ones too.
yeah.
Like
Um,
Roxanne. Crazy.
ZZ Top is pretty far left field for me. Like that,
I
I
love
would think a rapper would mention. I love ZZ Top, but I'm saying you got me by surprise with the ZZ Top. But the Huey Lewis and News, that really is like, damn.
He was fired, but people like he was like an acquired taste, but he was fired
Yeah,
to me.
exactly,
the
exactly.
thing
See,
I
I
liked
know
about
from
Huey
Back to the
Lewis and the
Future.
News was the saxophone player.
Yeah,
Mhm.
mhm.
His saxophone player
He was
was the
fired.
bomb.
I
Dude was dope,
just
man.
like his voice, and then it's like he had. I think it was what it was the Back to the Future movie that did it for
Oh
me.
yeah, Power of Love, man.
Yeah,
That shit.
you know what I'm
And then
saying.
I really like the Chuck Berry at the end.
Yeah,
That was
what was
always
the
my part.
In that
You know
movie. Yeah.
Marvin
it
Berry.
wasn't the blue suede shoes, was it? No.
It was
Yeah, it was blue suede
it
shoes.
was uh Johnny Be Good.
Johnny
Johnny
Be
Be
Good.
Good,
Yeah.
that's what it was. Yeah.
Now what was some rappers, some vocalist rappers that you were like that you really drew from, that you really
Uh,
were impressed with?
like Rakim was a major one, and
Yeah.
Andre 3000. I just
Yeah.
like his. How can I say it? He's different.
Control.
He has a different like math to writing.
Yeah.
Um,
He can hold
Eminem,
it
of
down,
course.
man.
Yeah, Eminem.
Andre can really hold it down.
Yeah, Eminem is crazy. Like I would like to see his writing process because it seems like it would take a long time to come up with like triple entendres
Yeah.
and you know what I'm saying, and just wordplay the way he does. It would feel like it would take forever to do that shit. I just want to know if it does. You
He
know what I'm saying?
he used everything as a weapon, like his style,
Hmm.
his look, his
Hmm.
voice, his everything he used as a weapon that, it was like you couldn't touch it. There's nothing you could say that he wasn't already saying about himself. You know what I mean?
Right,
There was no way to battle him and hate on his music. It's like, oh, you hate his music, but yeah, you still know it. You know what I mean?
right. That's why I
Like he was
never
just a
did. Like I
monster.
always felt like because the Slim Shady LP that one was like that one was left field because I didn't expect something like that. It felt scary almost, right? Like you know what I'm
Mhm,
saying.
mhm.
And then when he did the Eminem show, that was the one with "Kill You" on it, right? The Eminem
I thought
show.
that was the first one. I thought
Now the first one was the Slim
no, yeah,
Shady
you're
LP,
right. You're right.
and that
I'm
was
thinking the Kim. I'm thinking of Kim on the first one on the Slim Shady LP,
yeah.
and then
What
the
was the
second one, kill. I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
what
you're
was
right.
the
You're right.
no?
You're
It's
right.
not the Eminem show. What was that joint called? I
I
forgot what
think
it
it
was.
was. Is it Marshall Mathers LP?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
And that's a
And then
when I was just a little boy, my mama used to tell me these
yeah,
crazy things.
I was like that dude
Tell me my
crazy,
father was an evil man. He used to tell me he
right?
hated me.
And then it was like who else? Redman. Redman was one of my favorite rappers of all time. Like he was crazy to me. Like when hip hop was doing what it was doing, Redman was out there. Like he was like, and then Eric Sermon was doing a lot of his music, and I thought Eric Sermon was really a dope producer. So it was just like I don't know, man. It's like so many artists that actually driven me to do it. But I say the main one was Rakim because that Paid in Full album was just something else.
Was
And then,
that like? when you heard him and you saw him, you were like, I want to do that. I can do that.
Right. Yep. I had
Right.
met my cousin in Georgia. Like I had never met him before. When I met him, he had the pay the full joint. He was playing it, and I was like mesmerized. I was like, wow. I came back home, and God rest his soul, my brother Richard. Like he was into like Rex in Effect, Guy. You remember those like back the old R&B kind of Teddy Riley. You remember Teddy Riley? Like he used to listen to that stuff. But then when I heard the Rakim, I was like, man, this is hard. And then Microphone Fiend was when I really started feeling Rakim. Like, I think that was his best song because it was like he told a story about it. Like, so I was a fiend before I became a teen. I melted microphones instead of cones of ice cream. He was going crazy, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, like, what I'm saying?
That's one thing. Like the old school raps, man. If you don't listen to them, you don't know where we're at in rap
Right.
because they have said and done so many things that you can't. You got to know it or you can't touch it because you're just saying the same shit.
Yeah, straight up. Straight
And
up, man.
yeah, it's definitely a fucking. You know, you got to learn and study rap and its
That's right.
origins.
Mhm.
What up,
That's what
Jack?
I love about it because
Thanks for stopping in, TNT Dad. Y'all have a good supper.
what's his name? Triple T. Like I'll be watching what people say, right? Triple T, he knows a lot of history in it. You know what I'm saying? Papa Fresh, they
Mhm.
know a lot of history in it. So that's why I like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I think it's still gonna always stay alive. A lot of people say hip hop is
Yeah.
dead. I doubt that it'll ever die, man, because
No,
you know what I'm saying? There's people like the names
It's
I
it's
said.
too many people infected
Hmm.
every culture in the world has embraced hip hop as a platform for saying
Straight
what
up.
they need to say.
Yep.
Every culture.
Hey Nico, I see you, baby. That's the one I was talking about earlier. You know what I'm saying? Like he was introducing me to a lot of different artists. That's why I fought with them, man. Excuse my language. That's why I really rock with
Yeah,
them because them they
yeah,
like my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like they was the first ones that embraced what we do as far as this goes, and then they started sharing us amongst everybody. Like you know what I'm saying? So that's how the network was created. Unfortunately, it separated, but it was a hell of an experience, and then it built the friendships and relationships with me, Kahuna, Nico, like Ty, Robsy, like it's a lot of us. They call us True Mob, but it's like we like a whole bunch of people that like we spent a lot of nights Twitter spacing. We started off there, and then we made a Discord, and we used to spend every night talking, and that's how we got to know each other. See, that's the thing about networking, right? So like that's what I'm saying. Like Ray Vibe, he was a part of that as well. My homegirl Mercy, she do all of my covers for my albums and stuff. She does all the artwork. Like she's a part of it. So it's like it's more like a family thing, and that's why I like to commune. I like to get around groups of people
for sure, for
and
sure.
share. That's what networking is all about, sharing
Yeah.
information. You know what I'm saying?
And
So that's
it's so much harder to do it by yourself than to have a group that's supporting you or doing
right.
anything for you, doing logos for you, doing. I mean, it's a lot to, especially if you making beats, but
Hmm.
it's a lot to make music in any way, in lyrics or beats or whatever, and then to promote it. Everything's a job. Then you got to promote it. Then you got to do a video. Then you got to work on the
Yeah.
sales and getting all the, you know what I mean? Everything's a job.
Exactly, bro. That's why I was like, I'm trying to
Shout out Dirty Mouth
find
Gaming.
the resources that can help with at least promotion because I suck at it. You know how like you supposed to go on, like I try, because you see, like I'll post some stuff on Instagram, but I don't do it as much as I should, right? And I think that's the problem. I would need like a PR team in that sense. You know what I'm saying? Like to
Yeah.
go ahead and just do it because I know me and I'm like, man, I don't feel like doing it, and then I'm not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I
You
have to
got to
force
get that
myself to do
you
it.
got something new coming out and you got your people in your group and shit, people
Mhm,
you fuck with, us, whoever, you hit them with it and say, put this out for me, bro.
mhm.
Share this. And that's where that, really comes into play when you
Right.
got like my man Dunbar just put out his album and I could see it. I can see where I look at this story and that story and that story and that story, and you see all these different people promoting it, pushing it. That's what it takes. That's what we all got to do for each other. You know what I mean? Like, because I'll tell you right now, anybody hits me up and is like, "Hey, can you push this out for me? Can you share this?" I always share it. I always push it for them.
Exactly. It's if I catch it, I'm horrible, dog. When it come to IG DMs, when it come to Messenger, and when it come to text, I mean, so many people didn't cuss me out because I'll see it, especially if I'm at work. If I see it, I'm at work. I can't respond right then. So by the time I get off work, I done forgot you just sent me the DM, right? So it's like, how you just go leave me on red? That was not on purpose. If anybody's watching this right now, that's not on purpose, dog. Like I saw it and I didn't respond because I was working.
It's true, man. You got a million damn messages and shit. It's hard to stay on top of everything. For
That's
sure.
what I'm saying. Like, you have to. If this is what we trying to do for a living, then we got to put 110% into it in 10,000 hours. That's what they call it, 10,000 hours, man.
And so it's, man, having another job, having a full-time job, bro, it's definitely, you know, and then if you got family and kids and stuff, bro, it's hard to squeeze it all in there. You know what I mean? So that's why it's good to have people helping you.
I respect the grind. That's why I'd never, like, if I send you a song and it take you a long time to get it, or for me to get it back, then I don't charge that to nothing that you busy, bro. Like, cause I know how it be. Sometimes somebody sent me, King Dada sent me a song, and I ain't even send it back to him, but for like a month later, he was cool with it, but it's just like I don't like doing that, you know what I'm saying? But it was like he sent me I had made the post on YouTube talking about how I had went through some stuff, and I was having depression, and he hit me up on Facebook. He called me, and then after that, he was like, "Man, everything good." And that's what I told him. I was like, "Man, shit, I forgot." Cause that's what I thought he called me for. You know what I'm saying? Like, to see if, man, you got my fucking verse or what? Like, I was like, "Yeah, I forgot." You know what I'm saying? So I sit on the message, man. I was like, "Man, I forgot." He was like, "Nah, it's all good. Everything good, though." I was like, "Yeah, man." And then I sent it back to him. Same thing with Lyrics, too, because Lyrics had sent me a joint, and then I'll be forgetting. And that's what I told him, too. I sent him a message, bro. I forgot. So that's what I'm saying. I need a PR team. Because I'm horrible. I'm horrible, and I can admit it.
But it's not just that, too. Yeah, we got at least one more for sure, maybe a couple. But it's also, you know, when you're doing business and stuff like that, it's not just the time, you know, because a lot of times if you're not doing an album or something, there really is no time limit. You could send somebody something and be like, you know, that's how I roll anyways. I'm just like, do whatever you want. You know, I'm just happy to get you. I'm not really concerned about when it's going to drop because I do a lot of singles, you know, and collabs. But it's more the bad business, you know what I mean? Like you don't give anybody credit, you don't promote, you know, it's shit like that that makes you, you know, not want to work.
Like if I scroll on YouTube and I see one of my partners drop something, you'll see I shared it on my page so fast because it's like I know that if their audience sees it, there's a chance that mine didn't, right? So like that's why I try to share it if I see it. If I see it, I'll share it. But if I don't see it, then I don't know, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the times, a lot of the stuff that's coming up on my algorithm right now is Diddy stuff, right?
hey, ain't none of my business.
I was watching that like, man, this is just crazy, dog. Like, I was like the first 5 days I tapped out, bro.
Hey, we gotta play Numb. We gotta play Numb. None of my business.
Perfect segue.
I don't know what's going on over there. That's none of my business. All right, here we go.
None of my business. Heard they were beefing, ain't none of my business. They hating on me, it ain't none of my business. If it ain't me eating, ain't none of my business. For real? Promise ain't none of my business. Congrats if you win, it's still none of my business. Sell crack and you kill it, ain't none of my business. So don't you be worried about the money I'm getting, cause what you be making ain't none of my business. Them people faking ain't none of my business. Them situations ain't none of my business. No, it ain't none of my business. How many times you say none of my business? Don't question my diction, it's none of y'all business. But some of y'all tripping, it's none of my business. No, No, it ain't none of my business. So please, don't bring no problems and pin them on me. Cause my life was hard, I was getting no sleep. Still, that is none of your business though. Cause what I'm living for wasn't to get you on knees. Testicle Jacob with the flow, about to get checks with no debts or no extra on fees. They know I'm set to blow and I'm professional. Message for leave no impression on me. It's none of my business. The money I get it from sundown to sun up. I run up them digits. I love you, but fuck you. You're suddenly friendly. You're nothing to trust. Don't discuss your opinion. Shit up with the bus and can't hustle me in it. I own what I'm on, but that's none of your business. I come to get plenty. Them hundreds of fifties. I don't need a loan and I don't wanna hear it, little bitch, cause it's none of my business. Heard they were beefing, ain't none of my business. They hating on me, it ain't none of my business. If it ain't me eating, ain't none of my business. For real? Promise ain't none of my business. Congrats if you win, it's still none of my business. If cracking you kill it, ain't none of my business. So don't you be worried about the money I'm getting, cause what you be making ain't none of my business. Your people faking ain't none of my business. Your situations ain't none of my business. But what about no, it ain't none of my business. How many times you say none of my business? Don't question my diction, it's none of y'all business. But some of y'all tripping, it's none of my business. What happened to no, it ain't none of my business. So cut with the chatter, how much does it matter? You just gon' get madder because I have mastered the art of ignoring. The drama is boring, disgusting and nasty. I'm shuffling past it. I'm puffing the grass, I can't fucking imagine the struggle you having with others who had it. Get up and go grab it, it sucks, but no cap, you live up to the standard. This world took a path and you're stuck. Yeah. God is the answer, just ask him what's up. Yeah. I never quit cause I had it enough. Yeah. Even commit when it's sad or it's rough, I ain't mad, I'm just tough. Yeah. I'm backing them up. If they get too close, then I'm backing them up. That's what lax of the fuck. It ain't none of my business, don't have me for nothing. Cause when I struggled, your ass wasn't there. So ask if I care. I tell them ain't none of my business. Heard they were beefing, ain't none of my business. They hating on me, it ain't none of my business. If it ain't me eating, ain't none of my business. For real? Promise ain't none of my business. Congrats if you win, it's still none of my business. If cracking you kill it, ain't none of my business. So don't you be worried about the money I'm getting, cause what you be making ain't none of my business. Your people faking ain't none of my business. Your situations ain't none of my business. But what about no, it ain't none of my business. How many times you say none of my business? Don't question my diction, it's none of y'all business. But some of y'all tripping, it's none of my business. What happened to no, it ain't none of my business.
Yeah, this is what I want my house to look like.
Yes, sir. Hey, that's the fire. Got the piano, got the fireplace. No, but I love that song. I remember when you dropped that song, I was all over it. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man. Yeah, that giant.
Ain't none of my business.
That was when all that beefing and stuff was going on. I was like, man, I don't care. Like my daughter's about to graduate, bro. Like I wasn't thinking about that, man. Like we went to their graduation just recently, and it's like, man, I was so proud of them. Like I feel like them at 17, 18 years old is outliving us. You know what I'm saying? That's what any parent wants for their child. Outlive me. I want you to do way better than I did coming up. You know what I'm saying? That's why we put all these sacrifices into that, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
My baby's doing good. And all that other stuff, none of my business.
Ain't none of my business. Hey, we ain't got no time for no bullshit. We busy over here.
Straight up. I ain't got the budget that I need yet. So if whatever we doing ain't gonna help that, then I don't have time for it, man. I don't.
And even on, like we were talking about, the drama sells and shit. You get a lot of views with the drama, but man, as a whole, it's hurting. It hurts and it divides and it fucking, it don't grow the genre. It just fucking makes us look stupid.
But see, just like Skeet say with the algorithm, right? Like if you're gonna do that, right, that's what you're gonna attract. So if you do something outside of that, you see what I'm saying? Then you're gonna lose that attraction. And that's why I say I only want to put music out. I was gonna do live streams and reactions, but then I thought like that's not what they're gonna be looking for me for. Like as far as my music goes, they're gonna be looking at me for the reaction. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, dang, that's gonna cut short on my music. So I was like, nah, let me just stay in the music zone. I got friends that react, and I would never impose. That's like
that's what we trying to do with this. That's why this is like home base,
right?
Because we're not reactors. We're not here to react and be like, I gave you an 8 out of 7. I don't give a fuck. We're here to support and to show people new music and to give you our honest feedback of what we like. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not here to, we are all artists. We all have our own music. We all do our own thing. But
artists
this is a home base. Yeah. This is home base where we can all congregate, where we can have a chat, where we can all talk and hear new shit, unreleased shit, and, get you a little bit of news of what's going on with our network. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fire. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I always, if you see like I said live, you see Ray go live there. You see what I'm saying? The only thing I like here recently, he goes on at night, so that's when I can catch it. You know what I'm saying? But like people
Yeah.
like Chill Rock, DF Damo, uh, Drink the Kool Aid. These dudes like they got really cool followings, right? Ooh, excuse me. So I always rock with them. That's what I'm saying. Like it's it's levels, right? Like because that's what I'm saying. I could do the
Mhm.
reaction thing, but I know that I would have to put a lot of time into that, and then that's
Yeah.
gonna take away from me trying to create the music. And I love music so much. I don't know if I'm wasting my time or not. You know what I'm saying? But at the
You're
end of the
not, sir. You're not wasting your
day,
time. You're not wasting mine either.
yeah, man, I want
Just
this to
keep
be
creating.
it.
You got to just keep creating.
Yeah,
That's what we all got to do. Music is subjective, and I said this on, I guess, the last program we was on. Um, you that one song that you don't even like sometimes, you're like, man, I need to take that down. Well,
right.
I had a couple songs like that. I still do, but you get feedback from the most random places about how that song inspired that person.
Mm-hmm.
You may not, the audience for a song may be very small, maybe, 200 or 300 people or less. But if you inspire them, it's worth putting it out. It's worth doing. It's worth creating it.
That's why I like that one person. I think I could touch that one person that'll
That's
make a
right.
difference. And it's like, man, well, see, that's like I want, I want, how do, like, it's a selfishness to it because I do want to be successful for making music. I want to do this. I want to make a
Absolutely.
living off of it. You see what I'm saying? So there is that level of selfishness. But then it's like, man, I almost know that if I do get this, I'm gonna have to be very careful because I'm a very giving and caring person and loyal to a fault, and I'm gonna be helping people that's all about hurting me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Well, I can say this from somebody who kind of does that myself a little bit. Um, don't hold out for any expectations of return.
yeah, never.
Because
And
if you
that's why,
do, you're going to be very discouraged and disappointed.
yeah, I
There
was
will be people who will love you back, but there'll be
right.
some who never will and never won't
Yeah,
even
I was
appreciate it.
alluding to this guy though. He told me how did he say? He say because he knew that I was that type of person that would give and care, right?
Right.
And he said, man, don't ever change that because like if you do something for somebody and you do good for somebody and they do you bad, then you're automatically a better person than them. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
right.
I was like, I didn't when he said it, I'm like, I don't understand that because I don't feel like I'm better. But he's saying that basically, if somebody do you wrong, then that's their guilt they're gonna have to deal with because you didn't do them wrong, right? So like, you know what I'm saying? And I always felt that way. And then I see it. Like a lot of people would do me wrong and then afterwards feel guilt. And it's like, bro, like I know with my faith that I have to be a forgiving person. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But a forgetful person I am not. You see what I'm
No,
saying?
you can
So,
forgive and still remember.
right,
That's the key.
exactly. Exactly.
That's
My
the key
brother,
for
he
me.
be telling me to forget, but it's like, man, it's harder
No,
that way. Like
don't
it's
forget.
easier to forgive than to forget. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't think you should forget. I think,
Right.
I mean, look, I forgive a lot. It has to be something really, really bad for me to hold out on that.
Hmm.
But I'll forgive in a heartbeat. If people make mistakes, people do stupid things. I know I have. But at
Hmm.
the end of the day, leopards and spots and all that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
Hey, you can burn me once, but you ain't gonna get me twice.
Exactly. And
You
it's
know.
like I'm already be under the impression that you're gonna do it again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially one thing I learned too, my mother, like I praise her for that. Is she taught me to watch how people treat others, right? Like if
That's
you
right.
they
Hmm.
treat them that way, you ain't special. You know what I'm saying? She used to always tell me that you're not special If they treat
Yeah.
their friends like shit, or they talking to you about them, you know what I'm saying? Don't think for a second that it don't go the other
Yeah.
way around.
That's right.
And I
Put your own name in it and realize that could be you.
mm-hmm. And I was
But
like,
with today, with the ego injection and everything, whether
mm-hmm,
it's social media, especially in entertainment,
bad
you know,
now.
I mean, ego's always been in entertainment, always will be, but there's levels,
It's abundant now. Like it's
Yeah.
way more abundant now
And
than it was.
somebody that would be, say, a classic narcissist or whatever, if they want something from you, they're going to be the nicest person in the world to you. They're going to treat you like your royalty,
Mm-hmm.
make you feel a certain way. But as soon as they don't need you anymore, they throw you away like garbage, man.
Mm-hmm. I seen
And
that happen
that
so
messes your
many
head
times.
up.
I seen it happen so many times, and it's like now I'm precautious to it, right? Like, so you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
it sucks because I might run into somebody that's a really good soul, but I have that thought in the back of my mind that he might be a snake. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and
right.
that could mess up a lot of connects. But at the end of the day, like that statement that I made, that no matter how they treat me, I know that I had good intentions. So regardless of how it turned out, if we split ways, then that was a lesson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
it's a
on
lesson
them. It
before
ain't
the
on you.
blessing. Right. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's like that's why I say let's build these communities up. That's why I was talking to Chill Rock them about the other day. It's like, man, taking sides on this, all this, man, fuck that, bro. Like at the end of the day, who's paying my rent?
That's right.
We have to pay this
Right.
mortgage, bro. Like this mortgage ain't cheap. And it's like I have to get up and clock in and pay.
Especially in the house you in right now.
Right. We gotta pay
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gotta pay that, bro. Both of us in here working. We making that happen. And it's
That's
like
right.
what I want to do is I want to clock in for me and her, right? Like I want me and her to be working for ourselves. So that's what our goals are. Everything that we set and prayed for, we have up until that. So I see that coming, right? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like it goes with a lot of other stuff. It goes with fake people. It goes with real people. It goes with all kind of stuff. So I'm just like getting myself mentally prepared for that because I know that the transition is going to come as soon as everybody says, "Hey, Larry's that guy." As soon as that happens, it's a wrap. And I know that it's a lot of mouths to feed that comes with that. Like you know what I'm saying? I want to reach out because I know I'm the artist right now that would love a cosign from somebody like Eminem, right? Like Eminem say Larry's hot, that's gonna blow my name up, right? You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
So like I would appreciate something like that. So if I'm ever at that status, why wouldn't I do that? You see what I'm saying? Like I would do the same thing. That's why I look at it like that. That's why I want it because I want other people to have it and understand because it's a lot like this industry is very fraternal. So you gotta, basically be vigilant. You gotta be militant, and you gotta be faithful, right? If you want to make anything successful in your life, you have to know that because once you step across these lines, I think y'all know. You know what I'm saying? I won't speak out loud, but you know what it is across that other side. So,
Hey, Larry, Big Kahuna said he wants you to get on that piano and play us a tune.
man, I can't play. Y'all will laugh at me. Y'all would laugh at me now. Like it would take.
I was playing the piano earlier. I'm tired.
Right.
I got arthritis.
Ding. Ding, 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 ding.
But yeah, hey, like we said, like doing the rundown and even this show, you get seen by the right person, and look at what you got from the rundown. You got a feature with Simple Man and next a Hard Target. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Adam too, because Adam like really
Yes,
loved
sir.
what I was doing. He really
Yes,
loved
he did. Yes, he did. That's huge, bro. That's like, what else could you ask for? You're talking about someone at the top of the game as a country rapper,
radio, and they saying
talking
that
about you're dope.
Right. He said, man, y'all just messed it up because I lost. You see what I'm saying? I was like, that's crazy. That's a love for real. He don't know me from Adam. You know what I'm saying? And for him to say that, I was like, damn, I respect Adam in a whole new light because I said that was weird. That was not a intended pun. That was crazy.
Yeah, no pun intended.
I was like, he don't know me from Adam. But it is Adam. Nah, but for real, like for him to show love like that, then it was Simple Man, Hard Target. These are the guys that's making noise. The movers and shakers are saying that my pen game is nice. You see what I'm saying? Like that speaks volumes for me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that. Like if Adam ever see this, y'all let him know I appreciate that love, man, because that changed a lot of dynamics, especially in the country rap community. And I appreciate y'all for that, man. Straight up.
Yes, sir. Hey, and this song right here is something that came out of that. This Simple Man, Larry Belafonte, put me in the game, coach. We're gonna drop
Spin it,
this one.
DJ.
Let me make sure it's working right here.
Put me in the game, coach. I've been practicing, there ain't nowhere I can't go, cause I ball. But they're doing what I came for. If you going through some shit, we in the same boat, help us, Lord. I've been praying, I've been working hard. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying I deserve it all. But not the hating, I don't take the envy personal. It's time to make it out the places I've been hurting, dog. First of all, let me get my bearings together, cause it's apparent, like my mother and my father, the talent I did inherit. Got them other rappers bother what happened to people sharing. Not everybody is selfish and nobody even cares. So where am I to get peace instead of minding my beeswax? Barely finding a need for messy drama, but actually my personality gives me very positive feedback every time. So the hatred you carry around, you can keep that. Keep that. Put me in the game and I'ma body them. Now the people fully entertained, I got them partying. I remember losses when I'm winning, then I'm profiting. Chopping with the bosses when I kick it. This karate gym, I'm confident, cause I done been through lots of shit. Reminded me that I'ma hit the top and split the money with my 100 dip. Country chick for the love of hip hop. Some bitch, promise you I'm never gonna quit. What I meant by I wanna win is put me in the game, coach. I've been practicing, there ain't nowhere I can't go, cause I ball. But they're doing what I came for. If you going through some shit, we in the same boat, help us, Lord. I've been praying, I've been working hard. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying I deserve it all. But not the hating, I don't take the envy personal. It's time to make it out the places I've been hurting, dog.
Yeah, hey, we come in clutch like we driving stand. Sometimes the wildest animals can hide inside the ones that smile and span. And I'll be damned if I don't run some bangers through the proper channels. Just to filter out the feelings and the ego building propaganda. You trash, you getting gassed by your people when in fact your pit crew got you thinking you in your own lane, bitch, you getting laughed. It's around you, Larry Moe and Curly shit I got swirling. Me and Larry Munson got that dog in his tight curling rock bowers. Watch how we swap it, make your spots ours. Cowards out of time like Doc and Marty at the clock tower. Y'all need to come out of the closet like a watchtower. Then your watch hours might spike up with a shock value. Up, down, down. Got their heads bobbing, Lord of mercy. Left, right, left, right. Everybody loves some controversy. Wop, 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 wop. I'ma do my stuff, cream of the crop, cash rules, and I'ma run it up. What, bitch?
Put me in the game, coach. I've been practicing, there ain't nowhere I can't go, cause I ball. But they're doing what I came for. If you going through some shit, we in the same boat, help us, Lord. I've been praying, I've been working hard. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying I deserve it all. But not the hating, I don't take the envy personal. It's time to make it out the places I've been hurting, dog.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Mr. Simple Man.
Coach.
Put me in the game, coach. Man, that's a catchy fucking joint right there.
It is.
Yeah, man.
I'll be singing that in my sleep tonight. Put me in the game, coach.
Straight up.
Where'd you come up with that concept?
I don't know. I was I just was in the mood of, because right when I made that song I had lost, I forgot who I lost to. I can't remember who I lost to, but it was season 2. And when I lost, I was like, man, he said, let's do something, you know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, let me make something. So I sent him that. And I asked him if it was okay. You know what I'm saying? That I sent him the hook and the verse. And he was like, yeah, man, it's fire. And then I ain't think, because when I listened to it, I was like, I don't really like it that much. But then when he put his verse, I was like, yo, he killed that shit. Like, like that's one thing about songs. You don't know what you got until it's all the way complete. Once it's completed, then it's like, man, it'd be something else.
Yeah.
Nah, it wasn't Coca. It was what's his name, man? He was in season 2 and season 3. That's a shame. I'm horrible with names though.
Man, there were so many people in the
He did the
rundown.
Hakuna Matata song.
He did Hakuna
Yeah,
Matata
he had another Hakuna Matata song that he beat me with. Actually, I forgot his name.
cartoon.
Kid, 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 crisis. Kid
Keep
crisis.
Crisis. That's right. I really like that. Up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right. I like that. Doing the
Yeah,
code.
he killed it. Dog. He killed it. When I heard it back, I was like, "Yeah, this is crazy." I sent it to my brother, and he mixed it. I was like, "Nah, it's Jay." Like, nah, he's. I think when I heard the diss, that's when I was like, "Okay, this dude really cold." And Hard Target is really good with punchline. And then, like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Hmm.
I, I admire those guys, right? That's why I speak on them so much because I really admire their talent. And it's like, man, for him to drop it the way he did, that shit turned me out. I was like, yo, that's dope. I almost put a LL on his ass though with cannabis. Remember that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Re-record.
I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. He killed it though, man. So, like, that's why I say I have made a post saying basically, I don't get mad when a person I invite somebody to a feast, right? If I invite you on a song, by any means, by all means, kill that shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's what you're there for. And I didn't expect him to kill it. So when he did, I was even more appreciative. You see what I'm saying? Because,
yeah,
like, he gave me the verse for free. Like, it
yeah.
was people I paid for a verse that didn't give me that kind of, strength. So it was like,
It's such a catch-22 because it's like you
mhm,
want them to kill it, but you don't want them to make you look bad. But at the same time,
right,
you should be bringing your A game, you know what I mean, to the table. But then at the same time, you did the verse and the hook and sent it to him, so you kind of set him up to
right.
smash it. You know what I mean? So
Just like
it,
if you do a battle rap, the one that goes first really has the disadvantages because
yeah,
like the
yeah,
second one
because they're
can
gonna take everything you say and use
right.
it against you.
Yeah. But
But
that's what I mean. I didn't
when it
mind at
comes
all.
to
I was
streams,
actually
yeah, when it
happy
comes
to
to
do it.
streaming, the better the song, the better it is for everybody. If someone does
Exactly.
a crazy verse, the crazy feature, it's like that's only
Right.
gonna push the song more. And if you're the one
Right.
that owns the song, it's better for you.
And nobody said they didn't like the song because of my portion, and that's what matters, right? Like you see what I'm
I
saying?
I personally
They
think
say
the
he
hook
killed
is
it, but they didn't say I was trash, right? You see what I'm saying? So like,
I think that hook and for you to do a verse and the hook, that just brings it that much more. But that hook to me is catchy as fuck, dude.
right. And
That's a
that's another
beautiful
thing
hook.
too, man. Shout out to Damani Good. I failed to mention him. He was the one that taught me song format, right? Like he told me, like at first he was like, do the hook, then the 16, then the hook, then the 16, then the hook. And then that's how I was formatting my song. But he
Mhm.
actually taught me how to make the catchy hooks. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of the times you do stuff that's trending, or you know what I'm saying? Like to me, I had to learn to stop being a trend uh user. I won't say
Follower.
follower. You know what I'm saying? I won't say follower because I
Yeah,
say
yeah,
user, but be a trendsetter, and that's what I'm
yeah,
saying. Like the whole English, like that came from me telling a joke on Facebook. Like the English is like the name of my whole like holdings, basically English holdings, English media is basically it started off with a joke. Like you know how we talk in Jacksonville, we got like this real particular slang, and a lot of the things I was spelling it how it was said. Like no, I'm
hmm
talking is Nomtalmot, right? You know what I'm
yeah,
talking about?
yeah,
So that's how like I started doing stuff like that, and then I labeled it English, and it caught on with everybody in Jacksonville. They liked it, so that's when I started using it, and that's what I'm saying is like set the trends, like don't follow them, man. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
that's where you kind of get put in a box when you follow what somebody else is doing. Like I listen to music a lot, and it's like I can't tell the difference as far as style goes, because a lot of people use the same style. The triplet style, I'm terrified of hearing that every time I hear it. Like especially an old school rapper using that triplet style. I was about to say Lil Wayne, Will Smith. Like I
Mhm.
don't hate Will Smith, but his new music I don't like. You see what I'm saying? Like his old stuff, brand new funk. Um, it was what brand new funk. Don't say nothing. Stuff like that. I thought Will was snapping, but now it's like it seems like he's trying to follow the trend
Yeah.
instead of setting it, and that's what I, you know what I'm saying, and that's why I feel it's like, especially as you being icons and legends in the game, you should be setting the trends, especially for our younger generation. But you know what I'm saying? It's more like you trying to appeal to the younger generation than trying to lead them. And that's
Yeah.
where I feel like this whole industry is messed up at for it.
Being honest with yourself and putting out something unique that you feel, you know what I
Hmm.
mean, instead of just being like, oh well, they like this, so I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, somebody was making fun of that song on Will Smith. He was like, I pull up with gang gang. He was like, he kept
You sound,
rewinding
yeah,
it
you sound ridiculous when it's not you. You know what I'm
the
saying?
wrong way.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Generation.
you can. It's like doing it the wrong way, being truthful but the wrong way. It's like, be you and do something different, but don't do something different because that's what's popular.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Exactly. And you Will Smith. So it's like, man, I mean, regardless of all the antics and the tabloids and stuff, man, that brother is talented, with a capital D.
Well, I'm not a big. I mean, I like Will Smith, but
Mhm.
music wise, I've never been like a big Will Smith fan. But at the same time, when he's doing like getting jiggy with it, people are sitting there. You got half the people like it, half the people don't like it. But then
Right.
at the same time, it's like everyone knows it. It
They're
lasts
gonna play it at a
decades.
wedding. They're gonna play it at the mall. They're gonna play it at a wedding. They're gonna play it on cruises.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying?
it
Like,
evolves. Music evolves to where it's like, oh, you know, 5-10 years down the line, you hear that song, you're like, oh, I know that song, so I like it. You know what I mean? I
right.
relate to that time when it came out.
I
You
think
start
brand
liking
new
music for
funk
different reasons.
wheel is the best wheel of all time. Brand new funk. Like, and I just like I don't know if you saw $1 million worth of game. What's his name? Gilly. He was doing it. Like they played the song and he was rapping it, and it was like so much nostalgia. I had goosebumps. Like he's nasty, man. Like I felt like that was peak Will Smith
Yeah.
rapping that song, Brand New Funk. If you don't remember it, listen to it. Dog. He was going crazy on that joint. You
Larry,
know,
we asked you what you've been doing and what you are doing. What I guess you kind of probably already answered this, but
Mhm.
what's the future look like for you? What do you think the future's going to be?
I think it's
What
gonna be great, man. I feel like as long as we keep the path that we going and stay prayed up,
yeah,
stay working hard, I think that the notice will come. The what can I call it? The transition. I won't say notoriety because that's something that that
yeah,
we'll have to work very hard towards. But I feel like the transition is going to come as long as we stay the path and stay the course. The only thing that I don't like is walking into the division. Right? I
yeah,
don't. I don't believe in division. I don't care what it is, man, woman, black, white. I don't care. I
yeah,
don't believe in that division. My wife is Caucasian, right? And we come from two totally different walks of life, but we can see past anything that anybody else would have to say and love each
yeah.
other. And that's what I'm saying. I want everybody to be that way. You see what I'm saying?
Well, I think
So,
one of the things is just don't participate in it. That's the thing.
right. That's
I
why I
mean,
just like stay
sometimes
making
things are in your
music.
face and you got to handle it, but for the most
Right,
part, I don't participate in that nonsense. I don't.
right. All I
I
want to do is make music for a living. And once
That's
that's
right.
done, then I can
Man, I
get
appreciate you
back.
coming on, brother. You're welcome to come on anytime.
Yes,
And
sir.
we're gonna roll out on something. And hey, chat, thank y'all for coming in. Y'all could be anywhere else, but you're here hanging with us. Y'all go check Larry out and check his YouTube page. And Where's the best place to get your music, Larry?
Man, everywhere. Larry Otis music everywhere.
Larry
Like,
Otis Music.
yeah, you can go. I have a Spotify, or just like DistroKid. Basically, it's everywhere. So you can look up
Yeah.
Larry Otis music and you'll find it there.
Well, I appreciate you, Larry.
And I
Hey,
appreciate y'all,
love
man.
Yes,
y'all,
sir.
and
Yes,
ain't nothing you can
sir.
do about it. Tone, you gonna spin that track, brother.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. TJ Sanders, uh, phoniness. Go run
Yeah,
that one.
TJ
Hey,
went off on that.
big shout out to the chat, man. Thank y'all for coming through. Hey, Big Kuna said Men in Black joint was pretty dope. Hey, that was.
Yeah,
Not gonna lie. Much love, y'all. Y'all have a good rest of the week. I'm gonna throw this up. Damn.
salute. Hey, Tom, hit you on IG. I gotta go use the bathroom.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You good? You good?
All right, Skeet, man. Much
Came from the
love, bro.
dirt and I make it for
Love you,
work, and I
brother.
can't let a person get into my lane. I really deserve everything that I'm earning. The hate don't concern me, but give me my space. From nothing to something, from minimum wage to hunting for money to get my little baby some lunch and some supper, then fixing my plate. Ain't starting to fuss, and I did it my way. I can remember I didn't have shit, but I live in left still, cause I'm near my chance. I'm still in my zone through subliminal stones, cause one day you're prone to reveal your hand. I kept my head cool as a ceiling fan. I'm in pursuit for $1,000,000. Ain't heard about the scoop, bitch. I'm worried about the movement, so please don't confuse me with any man. I only am Larry, more hungry than average. I'm smoking the grass and I'm overly passionate. Broken this rapping shit more than just catching me, so I won't slack when I get a bag. And slowly it's happening, so I put half of them goes into action. It's on and it's cracking. If only the masses didn't know that I'm snapping, you know I might have at least 1,000,000 fans. Came from the dirt and I make it from working. I can't let a person get into my lane. I really deserve everything that I'm earning. That hate don't concern me, but give me my space. From nothing to something, from minimum wage to hunting for money to get my little baby some lunch and some supper, then fixing my plate. Ain't standing the fuss and I did it my way. Not up for discussion. I hustle until I get wet and I don't a bitch. My stomach was rumbling, none of them stuffed me. There's something all about on home shit. I struggled and suffered, got about them troubles, and now I'm the one that they rolling with. But nothing's for nothing, and trust is for suckers, cause most of them be on that phoniness.
Started from scratch like my granny biscuit. Put it all on my back and I handle business. I'm the one they won't jack cause they'll never mimic how I fed the trenches. Got hella with it. Down on myself, they ain't never lift me, but I ain't want the help if I'm telling real shit. Shook like a leaf when they felt the wind shift. From top of the friends list, the shit list. They always say that they something they not. I always say that they nothing but talk. They talk out they neck and it's funny to watch. They flock to the bread like a duck in the park. I'ma be okay if the family okay. If I ever throw shade, that umbrella opaque. Meaning you ain't getting no raises. My cheddar don't make my telephone ring. Bitch.
Came from the dirt and I make it from working. I can't let a person get into my lane. I really deserve everything that I'm earning. That hate don't concern me, but give me my space. From nothing to something, from minimum wage to hunting for money to get my little baby some lunch and some supper, then fixing my plate. Ain't standing the fuss and I did it my way. Not up for discussion. I hustle until I get wet and I don't a bitch. My stomach was rumbling, none of them stuffed me. There's something all about on home shit. I struggled and suffered, got about them troubles, and now I'm the one that they rolling with. But nothing's for nothing, and trust is for suckers, cause most of them be on that phoniness. I don't see nothing but family first. I had it the worst with panic or thirst, but handle the work. A man of my word, I stand on my verge. Now damn it, I'm hurt. I'm so in the healing, cause open the feelings that had me berserk. And growth is appealing to all of the children that God gave to me, but I barely deserve. Develop the nerve to care for my verb. Is be in your eardrum like on what you heard. What are you worth? That is the question they ask. The answer is money preferred. I come from the worst. The situations in the beggar from water to 103rd. We're thugging and murder. It's some daily shit we facing. It all of a sudden occurred. Don't play with my nerve. I came from the dirt and I make it from working. I can't let a person get into my lane. I really deserve everything that I'm earning. That hate don't concern me, but give me my space. From nothing to something, from minimum wage to hunting for money to get my little baby some lunch and some supper, then fixing my plate. Ain't standing the fuss and I did it my way. Not up for discussion. I hustle until I get wet and I don't a bitch. My stomach was rumbling, none of them stuffed me. There's something all about on home shit. I struggled and suffered, got about them troubles, and now I'm the one that they rolling with. But nothing's for nothing, and trust is for suckers, cause most of them be on that phoniness.
What if you can create your own website by saying,